Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This is William Hindman. I'm your host, and this is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job, well, or they don't. You know, the ICE agents have been taking a lot of heat lately, and rightly so, from having, their faces covered to abusing citizens and what have you. This one here comes to us from Here's the Deal. Do me a favor, go over to his channel, check him out. He has a lot of videos. A lot of good information. Subscribe to him. Leave him a comment. Tell him I sent you guys over there. If you would, please give him a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you like his videos. Leave him a comment. And while you're here, do me a favor. Please subscribe if you would to the channel. I appreciate it. It helps me. It helps my algorithms. Leave me a comment also. And if you want to hit the bell icon, that way you know when I put out a new video. Can't guarantee that it's going to work because YouTube doesn't like my format. They think that I'm picking on my public officials. How can reporting on your public officials be picking on them? I don't get that, but hey, whatever. Anyway, go over to Here's the Deal. Tell them I sent you guys over there, and let's get this started. ICE agents, real quick, enter a house without a warrant. Then they decided to leave, and as they're leaving, the guy's shutting the door. The ICE agent decides that he's being pushed out of the house, comes back in and try to arrest the gentleman. The women start wrestling with the ICE agents also. Remember, they're in the house illegally. They don't have a warrant. They're assaulting an American. And then they decide that they're really in trouble because they're being videoed by several different cell phones, and they decided to leave. So this is just an absolute travesty and a joke. This needs to stop. It's bad enough we have the cops doing this crap. Now we have ICE agents. It's completely ridiculous. So let's check this out, and you guys tell me what you think.
Don't you worry. I'm sure these federal agents understand that we have a right, an unalienable right, to be secure in our person's houses, papers, and effects.
And keep in mind, they broke the door. So now who's going to fix the door? The homeowner gets to do it. Oh, gee. Those doors? They're not cheap. They're several $100s.
And they will die to make sure our rights are protected. Right? Please tell me it's true, guys. I mean, you're going to protect our most basic rights, aren't you?
Get out the house! No warrant!
Where is the warrant? Where is the warrant? Where is the warrant?
I don't want to.
Hey, let's be honest. Without cops, and we're talking about local, state, or federal, without them, who could successfully initiate a home invasion and get away with it in the land of the free, home of the brave? This is in San Antonio. ICE agents appeared at a door, knocked at the door, broke into the door, broke a window, and roughed up this family for no reason. No arrests were made, and I can guarantee you that these ICE agents or these federal police forces will get away with this.
Are you looking for an easy way to create professional floor plans?
And I'm just going to say here, guys, not only are the ICE agents in there illegally, but it's the amount of comments that back up these thugs, because the lady tries to pull this clown off for her other half, and they're saying, well, she should be arrested. These clowns are not there legally. They're there illegally. The ICE agents. They don't have a warrant. They broke in. It's a home invasion. What do you want? These idiots these scumbags ought to be in prison, is what it should be.
Get out the house! No warrant! You need to touch him. Why are you touching him? Why are you touching him?
Papi, es de por acá, es de por acá.
¿Por qué le estás tocando? Are you good? No. You have
No warrant, no probable cause. No problem for ICE agents. And we see this with local and state police as well. They really believe that they have the right to come into your house anytime they want to, for any reason they want to. And even if there isn't a warrant, even if there isn't probable cause, they can break into your house, conduct a successful home invasion, and nobody's going to shoot at you. Nobody's going to have any problem with you. Oh, well, we'll litigate. We'll take that to court, but qualified immunity will cover them, and nothing will ever come out of their pockets, and no lessons will ever be learned.
Get the fuck out! She broke the window! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Where's your warrant? Where is your warrant? You're arrested! Where is your warrant? Hurry the fuck up!
Now, there are actually people in the comments section under this video right here, and this video is posted on X. I will leave the link in the description so you can watch it in its entirety. But there are people on here, a lot of people, an alarming number of people, who are saying that this girl who pulled this ICE agent off of this guy in their house should be charged with assaulting an officer.
Now, keep in mind, this officer is there illegally. No warrant, no exigent circumstances. He broke in. He's lucky he's not shot.
This is how far down the totalitarian path we've actually descended. This is how successful and effective the 15,000-hour public fool indoctrination has been. People actually believe you should be charged with assault if you pull an officer off of your loved one after the officer invaded your home. And this isn't just any invasion. This is an armed invasion.
Not Anthony, this other guy that's trying to help. Anthony's right here, but me and Anthony are not getting in this because...
Can you imagine if this girl actually went to jail for this? What are you in for? I assaulted a home invader. What are you talking about? You assaulted a home invader? Yeah, he was trying to rough up and beat up my loved one after they broke into our house and I was trying to pull him off. And you're in for assaulting a guy who invaded your home? Yeah, he was wearing a uniform and embroidered letters on his chest that said police. And it's almost like the guy sitting in jail with you'd be like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you don't ever want to assault a police officer. They can come into your home. That's how disconnected from morality and reality a lot of people have become.
Deluded.
I don't know. I don't want to help.
Now watch these clowns. They're going to turn around and leave. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke.
Hold on.
I didn't know you were still there. I didn't know you were still there.
Get out of the fucking house! They broke it out of the fucking house! Get out of the fucking house! Not live! The fuck are you looking for? Fuck out of here! Pussies! We got here and, I don't know who they got it.
You know, it's a real shame that this, America, the home of the brave and the home of the free. You know, we have these thugs that just think they can do whatever they want just because they have a uniform on. They are public servants. They're a bunch of scumbags.
Fuck eyes! I'm recording you. Right there. No, get out of your face. I'm recording. I'm recording a fucking face.
That's where the video ends right here, but what would you have done if these cops broke into your house? I mean, do you have a plan if somebody does break into your house, no matter who it is? How would you defend your family? Do you have guns? Do you think this is one of those situations where, you know what, the Second Amendment pretty much comes into play right here? If you can't defend yourself in your own home, no matter who broke in, how can this possibly be called the land of the free, home of the brave? And also, I want to know if there's anybody out here who endorses this kind of action from local, state, or federal police forces. Do you think, well, no, they got an immigration mandate, So if they think there's somebody in there, whether they have a warrant or not, they have the perfect right to go in there and terrorize any family. I mean, this is for the sake of keeping us all safe, right?
Keep in mind that Jefferson said, if you give up your rights for security, you don't deserve either one. You know, and this is one of the founding fathers of our country who saw this kind of crap happening. You know, this is absolutely ridiculous, you know, and I'm sorry, but if the homeowner would have, you know, shot these two clowns for breaking in, I'm sorry, but you broke into someone's house. You are a home invader at this point, whether you have a uniform on or not. And these Karens and Darrens out there who keep, you know, clamoring about, oh, well, they got to do their job. But they have to do it legally, not illegally. There's a difference. They can't break the law just because they're the law. It doesn't work like that. You have to do your job correctly, which means you have to have an IQ over 60 or over 35. That's where we run into problems with these clowns.
The safety of the people is always the alibi of tyrants. And if this action right here is not the action of tyrants and tyranny, I don't know what is. This is just a short video for you today, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I know that there's people so politically vested and politics is so polarizing that there are people saying that if you're not for immigration and immigration checkpoints and all this roughing up of people in the, you know, the highways and byways, and especially in Minnesota right now, if you're not on board with that, you must be a leftist. I would just urge you to keep yourself out of the cult of personality. Politics is now and will always be the clever and deceptive art of using euphemisms, lies, emotionalism, and fear-mongering in order to dupe average people into accepting and even demanding the chains of their own enslavement and imprisonment. I urge you, stay out of the cult of personality. Voting is nothing more and nothing less than a demoralizing, dehumanizing slave ritual. And they want you to do it. They want you to participate in it because they want you under their thumb. Left boot or right boot, they are all the boots of tyranny. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. So maybe subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support further, the links are in the description, or grab a shirt. But more importantly, understand that the government is the armed, psychopathic, parasitic, narcissistic, lying, thieving, criminal gang you were afraid would take over. In the absence of the government, a lot of people still think is here to serve and protect them. Nothing could be further from the truth. We got to wake up, and we got to wake up fast. I'll see you in the next video.
You know, guys, you have young ladies who jumped in. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever dealt with Hispanic females, but crossing it's like jumping on a badger. You know, you're just lucky if you get by with your teeth and your skin attached to your body. You know, and thank God these girls jumped in, because they were going to take this guy for no reason. You know, it's an absolute joke. It's a travesty. And this is the home of the free and the land of the brave. And it's a joke anymore. You know, we're losing our country by these armed thugs. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and have a good one, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.